Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Hey, y'all know what it is. Tears the season. And the reason we here, of course, is football. It's the Thanksgiving edition. You got your favorite veteran, and that's myself, Trey the Commish. You got Bishop, aka the GOAT. We got CC, the people's coach. And we're here on your Thursday morning before the Thursday games kick off. Gentlemen, what's good with you, my brothers? What's going on with y'all?
WGO, what's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving as my frat brother and my compadre. As you can see, me, CC, and all of us are on here today. Happy Thanksgiving to all y'all out there. Hopefully y'all enjoying this early Thanksgiving morning. I know a lot of y'all getting food together. I hope it turns out great for you. But we know you got football today. That's one of the good things about Thanksgiving, fellas, is that when you look forward to Thanksgiving, not only do you look forward to great food, but you look forward to eating great food while watching great games. So happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all.
So, CC, what you got going on this morning? You know what? I'm going to ask y'all this, right? Of course, if those that have been watching First Formation or been tapped into First Formation for a while, y'all understand and know that myself and Bishop are, of course, all of us are former veterans in one way or form of the matter. Myself and Bishop, Army, CC, Navy. But for us, myself and Bishop, we spent a plenty of mornings in or around the Thanksgiving time frame doing our due diligence and service because we were, as we in the military or in the army, we're known as 92 golfs, which is a culinary specialist, or to us, 92 get downs. So, in
94 Bravo. I was 94 Bravo, sir. Thank
well,
you.
he was 94 Bravo,
Initially, I started 94 Bravo. Don't
94
forget
Bravo.
about the originals.
So that's where it starts at 92 good downs. But for a culinary specialist, which was used to call a food service, but for a culinary specialist, Thanksgiving is like the Super Bowl because there's so much stuff that goes into the prepping and planning. Like y'all don't understand, not food service, culinary specialists do a whole lot planning, decorating, all that type of stuff. Is a whole different world if you don't engage in it or you're not into it. So but one thing I asked before we get into that, so shout out to all the 92 golf set yesterday. We're
Let's go.
able to provide a meal. It usually is a couple of days before, chain of commands, do the serving. It's a whole big extravaganza. But
Extravaganza. That's true. That is our Super Bowl. He right. He never lied
yeah,
about
it
that.
is Super Bowl. It's one of two Super Bowls because we have
One or
that
two.
Philip A. Conley
One,
Award
one or
competition.
one or three. One or three. Because the
What's that?
Army birthday is something
Oh,
big.
Army birthday, correct. Yeah.
So y'all talking about culinary and cooking, but ain't neither one of y'all cooking on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I cooked last night. I did my stuff last night. Oh yeah. I did my greens.
So you know what?
I did my
After doing it for 15 years, I was like, I am not good.
Oh, you on that end? Okay.
So, but but sometimes you get that itch. You're like, hey, let me go in there, and do a little something here and there. So
Yeah.
it's one of that, but it's definitely something different. But so what I was going to ask y'all is, what for this? Like, I see CC, you got your cup of coffee. What's saying? You probably about to put a couple of dents in a couple of plates. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all eat the
What up,
morning?
That's my cousin. That's my actual cousin right there.
What's going on, Drake? What's good, brother? Glad to have you here. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna agree with that, Dre, but I rock with you. Let's go, Giants. But what do y'all do? What's y'all go-to for breakfast? Like for us, it was a continental breakfast. We serve in the dining facilities because we have a whole meal ready for y'all. But what's y'all go? And y'all don't know yet. We got a whole couple of segments today. That's going to be very interesting. But what's y'all's go-to for breakfast? Like what y'all doing for breakfast this morning?
Nothing.
Cereal.
This is it.
Coffee.
Man, if you go and eat all this terrific food today, I gotta have room. I'm one of those. I've always had to have room if I'm gonna do that because I always had like a smaller tank. So if I'm gonna fill up, I'm gonna fill up on the good food.
And that's my thing. I guess my question for people too, Trey, as long as like how many people actually like we know like when what Trey is speaking of, we know we had to have breakfast, regardless of the fact. Breakfast is still part of one of the three the meal for that day, but it is a continental breakfast. Not going to be a lot. You may have some eggs, like he said, some toast. It's going to be bare minimum because the big meal was for lunch, which is the Thanksgiving meal. But my thing is, how many people eat before the Thanksgiving meal? Do you actually take on a meal prior to, or do you save it like CC?
Do you pregame? Like
yeah. Do you pregame? Like, what is it? Holla at us. Oh, my bad. What time?
No, I'm saying like traditionally,
and that's a good question. When do you eat? Like when?
Trey know this. Traditionally, my family eat early, so I always kept with that tradition. Normally we eat the first game come on 11:30. By the time you get there, most people there by 1 o'clock. Man, food already on plates and stuff. We already doing it.
Wow. Okay.
Grace has been said and all that type of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like we said, a couple of things. So we're gonna be jumping around here and there. So if y'all just coming in, be sure to let us know y'all in the comments, y'all in the chat, y'all tuning in, engage. So what's going on? Bryce back? What's good with you, brother? Let's go Chicago. Everyone knows Chicago today.
Chicago. Everybody on the Chicago fan.
I don't know. Detroit. Y'all on the clock.
Man, you know they not Detroit ain't finna lose to them boys. The Detroit boys.
Man, it's a Thursday. It's a rivalry game. Those games.
That's facts. That's fact. That's why my cousin, because he's an Eagles fan, but because Dallas is playing the Giants, that's why he's saying, "Let's go Giants." My cousin, the Eagles.
So traditionally, Detroit don't do well on Thursday games.
Detroit has lost 7 consecutive Thursday games. Like it's not looking good. It's not looking in their favor. So, like we were saying, right? Like we're gonna be bouncing back and forth football, you know what I'm saying? We know that's the reason y'all here. Of course, a little mix of Thanksgiving here. We got a couple of little segments, I guess you could call underrated, one overrated, one underrated, and one the sayings that you do not care to hear in or around Thanksgiving. So we're gonna get into those, which are we're gonna give y'all our 5. Feel free to tap in and say and give your 5, or saying in between there. We'll definitely put it on the screen so we know we'll have a whole thing with it. But one of the first things that came off my mind, right? We had a conversation last week. We always have a conversation on Sunday, which we're going to be back on the December 1st. They'll have to pick the rest of our picks for the week. But we always talk about the whole Heisman Trophy thing. And then one thing we talked about last week was Daniel Jones. Maybe this is a question for me. How did the 49ers, especially after what we endured this week, allow Daniel Jones?
Y'all did not want Daniel Jones. Y'all did not want. Be honest, Trey. He went to Minnesota. I feel like
I don't even understand what are they saying. Sam Darnold might get hurt.
That's the same thing I was thinking. CC, like, what are you saying by picking up by picking up Daniel Jones? Like, are you cursing? Or like, to me, even as a coach, I would be nervous about picking up a backup quarterback.
Someone of your back.
Well, no, but just the fact of, am I cursing my own quarterback? Nothing wrong with Sam Darnold right now. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I picking? Like, he has to have a quarterback currently. Why pick up Daniel Jones? Like, what is your whole sole purpose of picking up Daniel?
I think it's an insurance policy. Like I said, that's why I was.
He's not confident about his backup. Then is what you're thinking.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, he's going to be a backup in state when it comes back. Like, if you think there's something for you to work with Daniel Jones, then you're going to get him and put him under your wing, because you have him for a year for him to see the system. And then after seeing the system, okay, is he going to be able to run my system? You still have JJ McCarthy, who was a number 10 pick just this past season, but he went down with the injury. He's expected to be the future, but you have a barrel of riches, in my opinion. JJ McCarthy, who's young. You have Daniel Jones, who's and both
a veteran. He's a veteran.
Who are they're still in their 20s. Like,
but he's a veteran. Ain't he in his 8th season?
Yeah, he's a. So he's on
that. You could have did this in New York, though. You could have third string. You could have did this in New York. Is all I'm saying. If you're gonna just be back up, I think he could have held out a minute and went to the Raiders. He could have been starting them. He could have been starting.
Yeah,
like,
but, I mean, so
but I don't think But I don't think he want to go from a sorry team to a sorry team. Like that ain't what he Daniel Jones, that's not on his resume, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Daniel Jones like, man, I'm not leaving the Giants to go to a team who's losing just as bad as we are. Like, you got to really think about that. Like, man, am I about to do that again? I'm not doing that. And when Minnesota over there is playing great ball, good ball right now. And then they got a more of a veteran of a quarterback in Sam Darnold. And then of course, you know what I'm saying, like he said, JJ McCarthy, he's a young rookie. So Daniel Jones does have a possibility of maybe coming into a game before JJ. But right now Sam Darnold's playing well. And I just don't know when Daniel would get an opportunity to get out there.
Well, you know what? Think about it, right? And we gonna John, we gonna get to your question in a second, because maybe there is something to be said in that. Cowboys do have a game, second game of the triple header today. But you're right, but you know what? San Francisco, remember what San Francisco ran into the year we played y'all in the NFC Championship game. We can have a quarterback that can do anything.
Both quarterbacks went down. That's right. Both quarterbacks went down.
Like, what's his name was already, Trey Lance was already down. Jimmy Garoppolo was injured and was literally a week away from being able to play. So had we went to the Super Bowl, Jimmy Garoppolo would have been available to play, but he wasn't ready there. So then we had the emergency quarterback in Justin Johnson. Rich Willie wasn't doing anything, and Brock Purdy went down. There was nothing left for us. At the most inopportune time, we lost a quarterback. So that's Daniel Jones, even in the not knowing the offense, is better than anything else, in my opinion. And maybe that's just it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We gonna see. I was kind of bit. I know we all talked about teams in which Daniel Jones, we felt where Daniel Jones could possibly end up. But when I actually saw it yesterday down at the bottom on the ticker and saw that the Vikings had picked up Daniel Jones, I was a bit taken back. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, like CC. Yeah.
CC. Does
Trey
Lance?
It's definitely a question for CC.
I'm sick of hearing this Trey Lance talk. Why are we so high on Trey Lance all of a sudden? Why keep giving this kid a chance to play?
Because Trey was so high on Trey Lance.
See, what y'all gonna do is continue trying to.
What is this about Trey Lance? What is it about Trey Lance that is so appealing that he must play? Like,
to give him some reps.
Like Cooper Rush, a struggling Cooper Rush is still a better option right now, man. Like,
are y'all trying to win?
I mean, it look like we trying to win. Like, it don't look like we gave up on the season yet. So why are we like? Why do we even go that route with this guy? Like, and even if the season was almost over, why would we go the route with that guy? Like, what are we going to gain from it? He's third quarterback. What are we going to gain from it? Like. And then the draft coming up. So what are we going to gain from this guy? Like, playing this guy? What's the upside to playing Trey Lance?
So to get repetitions to see, I would think to see if he's still there, because right now,
what season is Trey Lance on? His third? What season is this? Fourth?
This is fifth, right?
This is his rookie season. This is the end of his rookie contract. So basically he's up for free agency. So I would think that the ideal is to one.
So that's why you play him.
I would think it would be to play him to, like you said, to even one to see what he's going to do, or if he's going to be reasonable, or if to give him a chance to play for his next contract. At this point, the Cowboys are 4% chance of winning the Super Bowl. I mean, to go to the playoffs.
Why would we give? I mean, we got.
I'm gonna tell you why, CC. This is why I feel like you give him an opportunity, because again, right now you're 4% chance of making this playoffs. Now your season is pretty much. Now I won't say tank, but it's on the back end. It's on the cusp and it's on the back end. So you're really, really looking toward next season for the most part. So you general manager, CC, you got Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, Trey Lance. One of them you got to get rid of. You got to get rid of. You got to get rid of. Because of the fact you don't know, you got to get rid of it because the draft is coming up. 1, 2, what are we going to do? What are you going to do in regards to Dak? And what it's some pieces that you've even stated yourself, CC, as now you're general manager. You stated there's some pieces in which y'all missing. So you have to have some type of leverage to be able to get these pieces in which you need in this upcoming draft. whether it be a cornerback, another wide receiver, whether it be a quarterback, something like that. So with that being said, do you not, as the general manager for the Cowboys, want to allow Trey Lance to get on the field and see if he's worth keeping over a Cooper Rush? Or do you just go say, oh no, we just gonna let him go? Mm-hmm.
Happy Thanksgiving, Miss Jones. I see you.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mr. Jones.
But look, check it.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, look, we could talk ifs or whatever. Trey Lance, it started in preseason. If he wanted to earn a spot, he could have took it then. He could have. This is a game of opportunity. You got to take your chances. They even put him in a game where Cooper Rush was struggling that week, and he come right in and throw an interception. The dude ain't never prepared. Dude ain't never wowing. I mean, every time he get in the game, it's a disaster. What more do we need to see?
Don't talk about Trey.
What more do we need to see from this guy to see that it's a disaster? We don't need to see no more. We've seen it, America. You know what I'm talking about. Nick Foles seized his opportunity and went all the way to the Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying? Even earned him a starting job somewhere else, like Jacksonville or somewhere. What I'm saying is that you seize opportunities when it's opportunities to be seized. Brock Purdy seized his opportunity, did he not? And we didn't wait, and we didn't wait forever to see how good he was gonna be. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so get off it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That means he ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
You know, CC, I feel you, bro. You right. You gotta see his opportunity.
You know what's gonna be funny, right?
Right?
So do y'all think at any point
Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Do y'all think at any point, all right, Roku. So do y'all think at any point potentially Trey Lance will have anything for the most part? Is there a place for him?
Well, this is my thing. I don't think Trey Lance is washed up. He's too young to be washed up.
He's underdeveloped.
I think he needs to go to a team where a quarterback guru, a well-known quarterback coach, can put him under his wing and coach him up to be worth something in the league. That's what I think. I do. I believe that. No. But yeah, I think Trey Lance. I mean, Trey Lance is no different than Justin Fields. Do we give up on Justin?
No. I think they're getting close to it.
I think there's a talent. No, but I get you on that. But there's talent there. And we all know that there's a talent there. They just haven't honed it. They haven't honed the talent yet and been able to bring it out in the young man. He showed it in college.
What's going on, Sergeant Major? Over there in South Korea. I see you.
South Korea. All right, appreciate you. What he say? Send him what? Send him Baltimore. No. Oh, you talking about in regards to being developed underneath Lamar. I got you. But is Lamar at a point in his career? Oh, Harbaugh. You talking about as far as Harbaugh.
For that man, he sent him to Los Angeles.
Yeah. McVay and all them. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, or even that McVay or the other Harbaugh.
Oh, yeah. You talking about Jim.
Yeah, sitting in the gym. So, I mean, so it's a lot of possibilities out there, but okay, CC has said that there's no need for Trey Lance to get any burn. It's over.
I mean, y'all take a quick look. Look at Bryce Young, right? He got benched, right? Is he not playing much better since he came back? Like, he playing much better. Like, it ain't gonna help him.
No, that saying a lot because that dude do not like the Carolina Panthers.
I mean, but he playing much better, you know?
Yeah. So, like we said, we was gonna have a couple of different segments today. So the first segment we're gonna go into is gonna be that one of what is, and I ask you guys, and please feel free to chime in. What, in your opinion, are the worst sayings in or around Thanksgiving? Right.
Worst sayings?
The worst sayings, right? Like some things that which y'all hear that just make you sit up and look at it and be like, you know what? Why?
You know what? Ain't no more is my worst saying, especially when I like some food and I only got one helping of it and I go back to get some more. And then they like, ain't no more. Man, you know what I'm saying? That ain't no more.
So one for me, right, is gobble gobble. I can't stand, like, why? For what reason do we hear gobble gobble? What's gobble gobble? Like, you were saying you impersonating a turkey, and have you ever heard a turkey say gobble gobble? Like, why gobble gobble? You're just saying, my opinion.
Yeah, that's a good one, sir. That's a good one.
Another one, count your blessings. Why am I counting my blessings? Are you trying to tell me something? Like,
no, who made this? What difference does it make? You know what I'm saying?
You
Okay,
gonna
it's
eat it.
good
You
or
gonna
bad.
eat it or
Who
not?
made this?
You gonna
Like
eat it.
that.
You gonna be down or not? You know what I'm saying?
You gonna eat it regardless. You gonna eat it.
Another one, right? We're gathered here with thankful hearts. No, we're gathered here because we're ready to eat. Like, you know,
No, you are there for thankful. You are there. There's people out there that's thankful.
Thanksgiving, Trey. Come on.
Yeah, come
nah,
on.
so I'm
right.
not saying that people aren't thankful, but what we're really here for.
Or maybe it's just a thing, or maybe it's just what I'm used to. But when people pull up and they just get out their cars and stuff, man, they talking about who in there. You finna go in there. Go in there. What you talking about? Who in there?
He said, "Who in there?"
What's going on, B? What's going on? Congratulations on y'all championship over last weekend.
Heathens.
Just wait for everyone to see the eat.
Yeah.
Dang, John is a cowboy hater. The worst saying during the turkey got the Cowboys win. Yep, I'm a hater.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cowboys win.
You know what? Another one is starting to get chat my hide. Friendsgiving. Where did this come from? Who created it? Who sent you? Is what I'm starting to look at. Who sent you for the Friendsgiving? Like, when did Friendsgiving become a thing?
See, I be having simple stuff like I'm full. Like, you should be full. Like, all this food. What are we talking about? Like,
why wouldn't you be?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm full. Yeah.
And the last one for me is thankful and blessed, right? It's like, it sounds like the Thanksgiving version of blessed and highly favored.
What are you, like the Scrooge of you're the Scrooge of Thanksgiving? You don't want nobody to say nothing back.
I know, right?
No, see, y'all missing the context of what I'm saying. I was like, I'm not thankful, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds like the Thanksgiving version of, yes, I'm blessed and highly favored.
That's a good one, Marcus. Who made the potato salad?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Who made this? Like, what?
Yeah, facts. Just eat it. That's right. Just eat it. Just eat it.
Has there been a meal? Has there been a meal that y'all seen? Has there been a meal that y'all seen during Thanksgiving that you was like, oh, I'm not touching that, or you side eye?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh happy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And why is that?
Because this is my thing. So for one, Marcus, I don't think potato salad goes for Thanksgiving meal. That's not a Thanksgiving. No, that's a barbecue. We're not barbecue. We're not barbecuing. That's another thing. People want to bring.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Go ahead.
People want to bring baked beans to Thanksgiving. You don't bring baked beans. Baked beans? This ain't the cookout.
This ain't baked beans.
This ain't the cookout.
But you know what? So that's so counterproductive, right?
When the devil eggs got a little juice on them, I can't even mess with it, dog.
Ooh,
y'all know what I'm talking about too. When the devil eggs got a little juice on it, you can keep
can't do it.
That's so
ain't no devil eggs put that juice on it. Nope.
So what Sean was saying is so counterproductive, right? And so this is what I'm gonna say, right? In which, as a kids are wretched, kids are horrible, right? But two things, right? First, I'll go to this. Y'all call me the Scrooge for saying this. When this guy is saying that because I brought baked beans and potato salad to the Thanksgiving potluck, we're being thankful. It's food. Just eat.
There's so many other things you can bring. You don't bring baked beans though. There's so many things.
Like, this sound like a trigger.
or they show up with Popeye's chicken.
What Thanksgiving you at? What Thanksgiving you at?
So Pink Game, right? This is so triggering. This is so funny. So when I was a kid, right, coming up, one Thanksgiving, my sister father decided that we wasn't going to have a traditional Thanksgiving. You know what we had?
What?
A Texas barbecue.
So y'all just changed up the whole entire thing.
We had ribs. It was a Texas barbecue instead of traditional Thanksgiving. And when I was asked at school, at school, they be like, "What did y'all do for Thanksgiving?" I said that the kids drugged me. They basically told me I was impoverished.
Like, you couldn't afford a turkey. But it ain't. But ribs and stuff not a bad, that's not a bad choice.
I get
Broncos
it. I get
always
it.
play.
Yeah, I
Well,
get it. I get it.
appreciate that, Johnny. We did our thing. Saying 92 get down, like I said this day. So if they can't cook, just bring the soda and ice.
That part, the plates, the napkins.
Man.
Plates, you got the whole different assignment. So, like we were saying, right, going back into a little more NFL, we get into our next one, which would be one of the overrated, underrateds, in which you talked about. So, right now, as it stands, the top teams in the NFC and ARC are, of course, if the playoffs was to start this week, would be the Kansas City Chiefs at number 1, the Broncos at 7, Chargers at 6, Bills at 2, Steelers at 3, Ravens at 5, and the Texans at number 4. On the NFC side, correction, I double that back. There's a 9. All of them have a 90% chance or more, except the Chargers and the Broncos, of making the playoffs right now as it stands. Of course, that percentage goes up. If they win, if they lose, it drops for some. Where the most ineffective one would be the Broncos. If they lose to this week, they have a 52% chance of winning, going to the Super Bowl. Going to the playoffs. On the NFC side of that, we have the Lions, the Eagles, the Vikings, and the Packers with a 90% or more chance of making the playoffs. The Seahawks, who are the 3rd seed right now, have a 44% chance of making the playoffs, and then 60% chance for the Commanders and a 70% chance for the Falcons. Of course, we know the Seahawks and the Falcons are their division champions right now, hence the reason why they are in that position. However, if they were to lose today, the Commanders have a 42% chance of going to the playoffs, and then the Seahawks have a 29% chance of going to playoffs. So it's funny how that's all playing out. In that, gentlemen, do you think any of those 14 teams, AFC 7, NFC 7, any of them don't make the playoffs this year, right now as it stands?
I mean, the Commanders, I think they're struggling right now. I think they better get it together because they falling fast. Like, it's trending downward right now for them. And the Broncos are on the cusp, but it's going to depend if the Broncos can beat somebody solid, if they can beat the Chiefs or the Chargers or something. I know they got them on their schedule. It's going to be tough for the Broncos to get in. And the Falcons, man, y'all teeter-tottering, man. Like, 1 week they good. The Falcons remind me of what's going on in the NFC West. You know what I'm saying? Seattle not safe because the Rams are right there. The Cardinals are right there. So any of those teams can flip-flop at any moment.
I totally agree with CC. These I don't know. Everybody, like, just a few weeks ago, everybody was high on the Washington Commanders because they were playing well. Jaden Daniels was playing well. He was even in the talks of being, rookie of the year. Now things have flipped. Now they talking about Bo Nix being the front runner up for the rookie of the year because of the way the Commanders are playing. So Commanders is definitely one that I didn't see faltering the way they are faltering right now. They're not playing their best football. They lost some key games. I don't think a lot of people saw them outside of CC losing to the Cowboys, but they took a huge L in that game. They definitely need to bounce back here for these upcoming 4 or 5 weeks to see if they can find a way to sneak into these playoffs. Broncos, like CC said, CC hit everything on the head. The Broncos, they're on the back end. They're really trying to, skip in there some type of way. Who else did you say?
The Commanders, the Falcons. So what y'all think about the Seahawks?
The Seahawks. That's what it was. Seahawks. They doing what the Commanders were doing in the beginning. Seahawks are coming in on that back stretch. They hitting that turn in the 200 meter. They hitting that curve in that 200 meter, and they coming out that curve hard. They coming out that curve real hard. So the Seahawks, they got Arizona today. That's gonna be a test, in my opinion. Even though I think they playing in Seattle, 12th man. I believe they playing in Seattle, but yeah.
So teams currently on the bubble, of course. In the AFC, you have the Dolphins, the Colts, and the Bengals. The Dolphins currently with a 14% chance of winning, as the Bengals as well, and the Colts with a 23% chance. And then in the NFC, the before mentioned Cardinals, who were running the division at one point, they have a 51% chance of getting into the playoffs. The Buccaneers 51%, the Rams with a 10%, and the 49ers currently sitting at 18% chance. If they lose, they go to 12% for the 49ers, 30% get them a dub. Do you think any, of course, y'all said there's teams on the back end. So who do you think replaces those teams in your opinion for that? And let's take in consideration the Broncos, who gets in, and if the Broncos don't get in.
Man, hey, watch out for the Dolphins, man. Hey, they can turn the corner. I mean, if Tua keep playing the way he playing, and for me, I bash McDaniel sometimes because I say, man, if he a good coach, but not, I see with Tua, that's a whole different team. Like, I don't know how Tua make them so much better.
He's basically showing why it's funny because even though we may not see that like he's deserving of that contract, but obviously he's deserving of that contract.
He makes them way better. So watch the Dolphins, man, because they can pick up on you at any moment.
Bishop, for you, the NFC, who do you say if Washington doesn't get in, who do you think the bubble team that gets in? Cardinals, Buccaneers, Rams, 49ers.
Bucks. I think it's the Bucks. The 49ers are the 49ers are in the same boat as Washington too. But right now, the 49ers, because of injury, it's really it's really hurting them drastically. And with them, a lot of people had high hopes for the 49ers this season, coming in with Brock Purdy, the way he played last season and things like that, and going to the Super Bowl and all of that. But yes, Tampa Bay, the way Baker Mayfield is playing over there in the Buck country, I think Tampa Bay is a team to be reckoned with, a team to be people better watch out for, because they definitely feel like Tampa Bay could definitely sneak in and get one of those seeds. And probably, you know, Tampa Bay pushed us out last year. They knocked us out in the first round. I'm bad. They showed their face and they knocked us out. Bacon them came in there and Philly.
Baker's a dog. I give him that. If there's one thing you can say about Baker, Baker is a dog.
Great dog. People
and you think you could get a whole team like that? Like that's something to be.
And when he got Mike Evans healthy and stuff like that, bro, they a problem. They could be a problem. We saw that last year. We saw what they could be, what they could do. We saw that. Now they gelling more. They didn't had a whole off season to be. You know, that was Baker's first season at Tampa Bay. So this season, you know, during the off season, should I say, him and Mike probably, you know, gelled together and got some time together. And now they cooking, man. They cooking. They just gotta stay healthy. That's the key for Tampa Bay. Just like San Francisco, Tampa Bay is a team that has to stay healthy to be able to make it deep into the playoffs.
So, like the man coming out of the backfield over there too, man.
Yeah.
Urban,
yeah.
So we're gonna do another segment. Our next segment, which is definitely gonna probably be telling in a sense, and which is it's funny, is gonna be our most overrated Thanksgiving meal item. So in this, we're gonna go through a top 5, starting with the 5th and going to 1 to whom are number 1 rated ones. If you know what I'm saying, I can start this off.
You said overrated, right?
Overrated. For me, one of the most overrated Thanksgiving items, as I see CC laughing, as one of my most overrated Thanksgiving items is cranberry sauce. I can't stand it. I can't stand cranberry sauce. I can't stand cranberry sauce. What about for you, Bishop, CC?
For me, it's turkey.
What?
I think turkey.
There you go. Overrated. I got turkey on my list. Because it don't matter if you bake it, smoke it, fry it. It's still turkey.
I think it's the most overrated thing, man. In my opinion, I know that's the main menu item for Thanksgiving, but turkey is just so overrated for me. It's like only the dark pieces are the best pieces of the turkey, in my opinion. Like, it's overrated for me, man. It's just too much. And like CC, whether you fried, whether you dyed, you applied, whatever you do to a turkey, it's still a turkey. No matter what you do, it's still a turkey. It's gonna taste pretty much the same,
right?
I guess next year we need to have a Friendsgiving in San Antonio, and I need to bring a turkey that you. So next up for me, number 4, cornbread, overrated.
Oh,
Oh
no.
wow, nah,
No, no.
that's on
no.
my underrated list.
Yeah. Thank you,
That's my
CC. That's underrated. Thank you, CC.
I cannot stand
my
cornbread. I don't care what you do to cornbread. Jiffy mix, whatever. Add sugar, brown sugar. I don't care. Add jalapenos. I
What? You
cannot
good.
stand
That's that California. in you. That's that California in you, bro.
No, I got on my I got banana pudding, man.
No.
I got banana pudding. I'm just not that person. First of all, it's just pudding with some bananas in it. You know
No, it's not.
in some way.
Don't do that, CC. Did you just say banana pudding?
Like,
CC,
come on,
don't
man.
do that.
Like,
Oh my
what
God.
are we in an old folks' home? We eating pudding? What are we?
You thinking about Jello?
You know,
That's
when
a
you in
difference.
elementary, they slap some of that pudding on your plate.
You thinking
You
about
go to
Jello?
the free lunch line, they slap. Come
You
on,
said
man.
banana pudding is overrated,
banana
CC.
pudding.
Oh my!
I think it's overrated, man. Like it's just bananas, chopped up bananas, and some pudding.
That's not what it
Come
is.
on.
No, you ain't had the right banana pudding. That's what that is. You had the right banana pudding. No.
I'm just
For
saying,
me,
like, wow.
For me, it's pumpkin pie.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Pumpkin pie is overrated.
Yeah.
Very overrated.
For me, number 3, green bean casserole.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nah,
Oh yeah.
see, that's on my underrated list with the French onions. That's the only time I eat the French onions. You know what I'm talking about? That one with the
That's the only thing that
know,
you did, Chris.
that's the only time I eat green beans.
Hey, that's my brother-in-law's favorite. That's my brother-in-law's favorite. Anytime we get ready to have Thanksgiving, and we find out everybody what y'all bringing, that's first. Hey, I got the green bean casserole. We already know who gonna make the green bean casserole.
But they got the French onions, man. Hey, that go down right there. I like that one.
And look, Chantel hit me in the head. Tell him I know we talking about my brother.
So number 2 for me, like, of course, all these last 2 is going to be, of course, that because I don't eat pork. So number 2 for me is ham. Is completely overrated.
Come on, Trey, what we gonna have? Chicken? That you the one bringing Popeyes. You the one bringing Popeyes to.
Yeah, he bringing
you
Popeyes.
The one bringing Popeyes.
We now know who got the Popeyes.
You the one bringing Popeyes to the damn table. That's you.
He don't like the cornbread, so he got the biscuits. he got the biscuits too. Oh, chitlins, man. I don't know who's
chitlins is my number 1. Chitlins is number 1 overrated.
No, it is not.
I got mac and cheese, man. I got mac and cheese on my list, and this is
overrated.
Overrated,
CC,
man. Like,
come on, man.
CC
Black man, take his card, man.
CC is overrated. Like. Everybody can make mac and cheese.
No, they can't. No, they cannot. No, they cannot. Everybody cannot make mac and cheese, CC. No,
you know what? When I start making baked macaroni and cheese, it was over for Velveeta. It was over. I don't. You come talk about some shells. Like, get the hell, if you don't get that out of here. Like,
oh my God.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
everybody
be so hype about it, you know.
Bruh, come on.
It's just mac and cheese, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what we're not going to do is just let Bishop coast through. Chitlins, bruh, really?
Yeah, overrated. Oh, not overrated. Underrated.
You like the chitlins? Underrated, man.
Underrated. Chitlins are underrated.
So you know what? With that, in case, let's get into the most underrated. So my first most underrated is stovetop stuffing. For some reason, chicken specifically. I don't. I guess it's because I don't like the cornbread, and most people make their cornbread with stuffing. I don't. It's just it. I don't like. I prefer stovetop stuffing. Right. That is for me. CC.
Yeah, see, that was on my most overrated list. That dressing and stuffing, and dressing was on my most. But I got like, I don't like the, I've been introduced to the real cranberry sauce where people actually make the sauce. So I don't like the stuff in the can. I never did like the stuff in the can. It be shaking like jelly, and you got a mixer. Yeah, I ain't never.
And when you put it on your plate, it still got the divots from the can.
So I got the real cranberry sauce. You know, say underrated, man. Like the real.
Hold on, what I missed? Hold on, what I missed? I know CC said some nonsense now because we doing underrated. What did you
I said underrated for me is stovetop stuffing.
Yeah.
What?
Right?
Man, if y'all don't get out of here with that, man. Now you just talked about.
I guess I don't. It's because I don't like cornbread.
You just talked about that's probably what it is. But you just talked about shells and cheese, but you want to use toast.
I know, and you know what? When it go hard is when when some of the syrup from the sweet potatoes touches it. Like I don't know. I know some of y'all don't like stuff to touch. I'm fine with it. Like
I don't. Underrated. I got sweet potatoes. You know the sweet potatoes, the yams. I
definitely.
got that rated,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that one, CC. Sweet potatoes is definitely underrated. Sweet potatoes.
So it got to be. To me, it has to be the right.
Yams, my bad. Yams.
Yeah, yams.
It has to be for me the yams, which is on my list as well. But it has to be the right. It can't be too hot. If it's too hot, it don't taste the same. So it can't. That's stuffing.
That's them sweet potatoes coming through right now.
It has to be the right consistency of heat and you're saying sweetness. If it's too hot, then it's not good in my opinion. It has to be warm for me to eat my sweet potatoes. So that's my number 2. Number 4 was on y'all's most overrated. It's on my turkey. Turkey is my number 4 underrated.
No, hell no.
Like I said, you have to have it's just different ways.
No, my underrated is ham. Ham is underrated.
What? Why is that underrated?
Ham is boy. That spiral, get a spiral ham. Oh, with that glaze on it. Eat it with your cornbread and your greens.
I can feel myself getting thicker right now.
Cornbread that's underrated on mine. I got the bread underrated on mine, man. Like
bread underrated. Yes, bread underrated.
Dinner rolls for me.
How many y'all be cheating and go get them Hawaiian rolls?
I can't stand Hawaiian rolls.
Trey,
I can't stand Hawaiian rolls.
Man, CC, man, CC. It's just gonna be us three, man.
I can't stand Hawaiian rolls. I can simply do the dinner rolls. I'm cool with dinner rolls. I'll do that. You know what I'm saying?
Trey, Hawaiian rolls, dinner rolls.
You know, like I got greens on my list, man. Like
you got what, CC?
I got greens on my list. You know what I'm saying?
That
greens.
Part.
And you know, my best part about the greens, depends on who make them, man, is when they ain't got to use the pork bone, man. I like them when they use the bacon. You know what I'm saying? For some reason,
yeah. The bacon, the fat.
You ain't got no bacon in your greens, then miss me, man. Put some of that bacon in
there. Your fat back. Thank you, Anthony.
Why do y'all like this?
Thank you, Anthony.
Like this?
Thank you, Anthony. That part,
y'all like
he can't
this?
come. He can't come. He can't come.
He said stuffing. The stovetop stuffing.
Stovetop.
Who
eats to the point? So for me, it was greens, of course, on next one, but of course, it has to be made with turkey, or turkey because I'm not.
Because he's not a pork eater.
I don't eat pork, so
I understand.
Yeah, my number 1.
Here we go. It's finna be some nonsense. CC, this number 1 to believe that. Deviled eggs. Underrated. Okay, I take that. That's your best one out of overrated and underrated. That is your best one overall.
I told y'all already. My other one was the French onion in the green.
How is my stovetop stuffing compared to his French onions?
Both of them bad. I mean, I'm gonna be both. Both of them, y'all are tired with that one. I don't know. Let me go ahead because we've already talked about it. But my number 1 most underrated is them chitlins, baby. Let's go to the chitlins, baby. Let's eat.
I just threw up in my mouth.
But you eating chitlins, you know?
Why?
Underrated.
Why? Is this from a kid? From a kid? Something like
I grew up eating them. That's right. Grew up.
Me too. I ain't like them.
I grew up eating them, man. That was our thing, man. My mama used to deprive us of them. She wouldn't let us get none a lot. We'd get about a spoonful, and that was it. We couldn't get no more because they was eating them all. But boy, when I got older,
you know what? It lost me at prepping. When I would come into the kitchen,
smell. Everybody can't get past the smell. But there's a way to alleviate the smell, man. You don't have to. There's ways to alleviate the smell. You don't have to have that smell lingering all over.
You know what? When I look at stuff, at the end say I look at I don't eat pork. So why would I eat a frog leg? Why would I eat a chitlin? Why would I eat crab? I don't eat pork or seafood. Correction. Let me make sure. So there's no shrimp, there's no crab, there's no
Mhm.
lobster, there's
Mhm.
no pork, no chitlins, hog, none of that. I don't eat none of that. So I was like, so why am I going to eat anything else? I don't
Why,
eat lamb. Like I don't touch none
why
of
you not a vegetarian? Why just be a vegetarian?
Or
Why just
something.
like why, I mean, I don't even get it. Like, just be
Hey,
a vegetarian.
I ain't gonna even try to be funny, dog, but you ain't no small dude. What the hell?
Right,
So,
like,
I
like,
gotta ask.
so
right.
so when I in the military, I stopped eating pork in the military when I got in 1990.
Oh, so you was raised eating pork.
Yes, I was raised eating pork.
Oh, so you
But
got
what I
sedated. You got sedated when you came in the military.
I did. So what happened is when I
I
came, because so what you have to take into consideration, of course, y'all that know me or a case like that, name Trevion Amir. My father is Muslim.
Muslim.
So and my father died at the early point in my life. So as I got older, I paid attention to stuff, and I decided when I became in the military, I stopped eating pork. Right, but unbeknownst to me, when you sit up and do that, when I did that, my assertion or my simile was pork to breakfast. So in essence, I stopped eating breakfast as well. So of course, when you know you don't eat breakfast, the most important part of your meal, then it starts to work on your body. It slowed my metabolism down. So because when I first got in the military, I was like 150 pounds. But you know what I'm saying? But when in running all over the place and stuff like that, but what happened was that it became over time is it broke my body down, honestly. Where I wasn't eating pork, I wasn't eating food, I wasn't eating breakfast, I was going out performing, doing PT and all that type of stuff, but there was no fuel in my body. So that's just what happened. So that's where the buildup, that's where the buildup happened up. And I left Korea. Like I said, I got into the army 150, 6 foot 150. I left Korea 6'1", 185 pounds when I got to Fort Hood. And so I just thought maybe I would pick up muscle. But over time, when I would go and like do PT tests and stuff like that, I started seeing that I was hitting the wall, and I didn't know why. It didn't become till almost after when I realized like, oh snap! Because when I started out in as a field artillery, doing field artillery, and then I crossed over and became a culinary specialist. And then at some point, right before a deployment, I was like consistent because I was on shift and I was eating breakfast. I ate the same thing for breakfast every morning. I had French toast, turkey bacon, cream beef, a cheese and oatmeal, cheese and tomato omelet, a bowl of grits and cheese, and cereal. Like I ate that consistently. Of course, with me doing PT and stuff like that, eating that, I dropped the weight just like that. But I came back and went back to my old habits, and so I picked up weight. So now I fluctuate between one. Now I fluctuate between 250 and 275, depending on what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what it is. Like, so I had to try to like get back into it, but old habits. So I still eat certain things, but I don't eat pork and seafood. But of course, because I don't eat other stuff as well, it's like it causes a problem. So I have to find consistency. But yeah, that's where it comes from.
That breakfast was a whole lot of carbs. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
That breakfast was a whole lot of
But
carbs.
I was burning because we was doing PT. Like I was the DFAC training room NCO. So part of my duties was to do PT. So I did PT anywhere from once to twice a week, plus playing intramural sports, playing flag football, playing basketball and stuff like that. Like playing down. We used to go play downtown in Austin and play football and playing like tournaments and stuff like that. So I was extremely active. So it made a difference. So yeah,
I like oxtails. I like oxtails myself. Yeah,
I like oxtails too, but is it a Thanksgiving menu item?
nah, I don't know.
Is it? You know what?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I the last couple places I've been doing, like at the DFAC, oxtails has been on the menu. It go quick though, but
oh yeah, they don't last. Oh, they definitely don't last. And this is the thing, right? I didn't start eating oxtail because Trey told his story about his pork venture. I didn't start eating oxtails until in the military. My mom, we never even grew up with oxtails. I never knew nothing about no oxtails. We knew now we had the ham hocks and stuff like that, pig feet and all that, but we never had no oxtails. I didn't find out about oxtails and didn't know what oxtails were until I came into the military.
Man, my mama can mess up items, man. She can make them great.
Yeah.
Oxtails and a pot of beans, man. Like
A pot of beans.
red beans or whatever, pinto beans. She good with
Yeah.
that. Good with that. Yeah. Oxtails. I came up with those.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. Like every time I go somewhere, people be like, but I cook it now. I cook the stuff, but I won't eat it. Never.
Man, what's your favorite dessert, man? Y'all was making fun of the banana pudding. What,
banana pudding is one.
I like sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pies too.
Is sweet potato pie and and pumpkin pie the same? One and the same?
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that. No, not even close. Don't do that. I like something that the military put on my list of favorite desserts for Thanksgiving is key lime pie.
Key lime pie.
Yes, sir. That's a good one. That's a good one, boy. Get a good look.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Well, I could not. Okay, I see you, Frank. I see you.
I'm not a huge fan of pecan pie. I'm not a huge fan of pecan pie. I think it's because it has to be the individual maker. Because that gel, the gel that the pecan, it's got to be a certain consistency.
Right.
Yeah, I can't do just any type of pecan pie. I cannot.
So one thing in which two things. One thing is growing up, my mom used to put cheddar cheese on apple pie.
Okay.
I
see people put cheese on
cheddar cheese on apple pie. But one thing I was about to say, thinking about when Bishop said the coming to the military, you know what I think the worst military drink is, and it makes me not drink now. The orange Kool-Aid was wretched to me. I hate the orange Kool-Aid, and now I don't like orange drinks for the most part.
You know what I don't like during Thanksgiving or Christmas? Drink. Can't stand it. Eggnog.
Oh yeah.
I do not. That's an overrated thing right there. But eggnog, people talking about eggnog. I can't stand eggnog.
Yeah, I don't mess with eggnog.
In your opinion, what's your favorite flavored Kool-Aid? Just by chance.
Grape. I'm grape all day.
Grape, baby. Grape, baby.
Hey, bro, I can't do it. Fruit punch or cherry. You gotta be fruit punch.
Hey, every now and then I still find them grape sun-kissed sodas, man. Every now and then.
Oh yeah. Grape is it.
Grape Kool-Aid.
Grape is it. Grape is it, baby.
He said red.
He said red. Red Kool-Aid. That's what you used to call it. Red. Let me get some red.
So yeah, so all that, gotta love, shout out to service members that are abroad during this Thanksgiving time frame. So let's get into these picks real quick. So like I said, 3 games for this Thursday triple header, and then of course tomorrow we have a Black Friday game in which we're going to talk about that in a second. Why gotta be Black Friday? But in case, first 3 games up for this morning. Of course. Well, you know what? Let me do this. You know what, people?
Let me do it.
If you let someone, well, there's something else I was going to do the show. So as we talk about,
I wrote it down, but I we can't see what you write down, sir. We don't see what you're writing down, sir. All we know is what you said. And you did
what
not
we
say.
Have here is where our standings currently are for week 12. I went back and changed because I got a phone call.
You didn't have to take the loss. You just don't take you don't get the credit either or.
It's okay. I take the loss. I'm still 2 games ahead. So what we have here, as y'all see, of course, if y'all look on our other social media where we post stuff, we were 7. I was 8-5, but after I received a phone call after the posting on Wednesday morning.
Remember what we said, CC? We were gonna go do some research. I went and did some research.
Although I clean sweep with Kansas City, but it was said, and it was proven. It was proven. It went back, and I never said I was going for Kansas City. I wrote it down. So hence the reason you see the asterisk. So currently y'all see the standings. But what is most interesting is if y'all have been tuning in and watching, CC, the people's coach, has been slacking, right? But when you don't let your right hand see what the left hand is doing, while me and Bishop go back and forth and are battling, slowly but surely, CC is coming up step by step.
Trying, man. Trying too far.
So as now we have to watch out for CC as he's in, but this is where our current standings is. You know what we didn't talk about, in which I want before we get into it, brothers? Saquon Barkley.
Beast mode. Can we call him beast mode?
Can't call him beast mode, but Saquon Barkley.
Why we can't?
Why we can't? Man. Why 255 yards, man.
He beat LaShawn McCoy's record. He broke LaShawn McCoy's record.
I thought Marshawn Lynch was beast mode.
He is.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do.
They are not one and the same.
LaShawn McCoy, come on, stop it.
Thank you.
Now,
Shady.
I will say this. What we gonna call him? He needs a name.
Well, he might.
He's deserving of a name.
He might be better than Marshawn Lynch. Honestly,
he's deserving of a name.
Definitely faster, and he definitely got more agile. Like,
did you
he
see
got
them
power, but he's more agile.
Did you see them? CC, did y'all see them 270-yard
runs?
Bruh.
I think,
bruh.
Yo, you know what? I'm so mad at the Dallas Cowboys. I'm so mad.
Every time
this guy was available, Derrick Henry was available. We got nothing.
Bruh, every time nothing again, nothing. Every time that man scored, everybody look over at Jerry.
Man, but man, it's like for real, man. Like
everybody,
and the Giants wasn't watching.
But so let's be honest, right?
Every time
going anywhere else, he wouldn't probably be doing this.
Man, stop it. He's a game changer.
Every time he score and Derrick Henry score, everybody look at Jerry.
Yeah, like what are you?
Everybody look at Jerry.
This dude is a game changer. Dude, change the game just like that. Whether catching the ball, whether running the ball. See, that's the difference. Is that you got a lot of good running backs, but how many taking it to the house like Saquon? How many a threat like that from
like how many? What you said.
Like that's the difference between Swift. Didn't they have Swift last year? Swift was doing decent, but he ain't doing what Saquon.
Yeah, he ain't doing. But he playing good out of Chicago.
All right,
he's still doing good. Yeah, he's still doing good out of Chicago.
Like this is, that changed the scoreboard. Like this dude changing the scoreboard, like, and quick on you too. Like he can back to back it on you. See, that's the difference, Trey. Game breakers. Derrick Henry is game breaking. This guy, Saquon Barkley, is game breaking. You ain't got that many running backs. That's this right here. Like you only got.
This is only his third season in his 7 years in the league. This is on his third season that he's eclipsed 1,300 yards. Mind you, the other two times he did it was 1,300 yards at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. This man still has 5 games left, and he still has already hit 1,300 yards.
So how many game-breaking running backs are in the league now, in your opinion?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I just named 2 of them. Like it's hard to name more than that after you get to those 2.
5.
Who else you bringing into the?
You gotta give the 2 to Detroit.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah, you got to get the 2 to Detroit, and you got to give and then you got to give McCaffrey. McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey. McCaffrey is another one of those that changed the
scoreboard. Is too.
No.
You don't think A-Chain gets the dirt? He do work.
Not a game breaker. Not a game breaker. You think not A-Chain? He's not a game breaker.
So you think I don't know if David Montgomery is game breaking, but
yes, he is
definitely Jameer Gibbs to turn the game in.
Jameer Gibbs and Lamar Jackson, man, they similar to me, man. Those are the only 2 people that can go from standing still to real fast on you real quick. Like those dudes, and they got moves. Man, I never seen a guy stutter. You see this guy stutter?
Yeah, the way he does it, he's mastered that. He's mastered that art of stutter stepping. He has. He's mastered that art.
Quick feet.
Yeah. But it's only about a handful.
Yeah,
it's only a handful.
Dang, you said 5 and 2 of them belong to the Detroit Lions.
I mean, as far as game breakers changing the game.
Game breakers, like CC talking about game breakers.
Like Mixon pretty good, but he ain't changing the game like that. Like Mixon is good, but he's not changing the game like these dudes.
Swift is good. He's not changing the game like that.
And you know what? When you look at it, right? In my opinion, David Montgomery, It was crazy. You know, Kyron Williams, I think he's a game changer as well. In Los Angeles.
Oh, so Los Angeles, he's not a game. He's close, but I don't think he's a game changer.
But I was about to say David Montgomery. I think David Montgomery, or it's crazy. David Montgomery, he's not like
the reason why. Let me tell you why.
He will beat you down,
and that's why I call it. That's why he's a game changer, because even when Jahmyr Gibbs is out, he's a huge threat. Like, you don't want either one of them on the field. Like, it's like, damn, they took Jahmyr out. Good, they took him out. He's finna take a rest. God damn it, they bringing Montgomery in. What was the point? Like,
you don't get a break.
Yeah, it's like the defense don't get a break. They don't get a break at all.
But there's definitely a difference. It's just like you got to worry about Jahmyr for the long taking it, but Montgomery will wear you down. Like,
he's a power back. He's a
power back. Yeah,
he's gonna punish you. He's gonna put that punishing on you. Need to see Henry be a game changer each week. Well, the thing about John, the thing about that, John, is that's not Derrick Henry's fault. A lot of that I blame on Harbaugh. There's games in which Harbaugh should run Derrick more, and he doesn't. He like, what was that one game? I think he had like 13 touches.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way Derrick Henry should only have 13 touches. There's no way that beast of a man should have at least 20 or more touches each and every game. Okay, you with me? Each and every game. There's no way. The fact of the matter, I get it. You got Lamar Jackson. You still got to get that man the ball, man. Especially second half. But turn him into, he is a bigger Montgomery. He's a 6'2 Montgomery, 6'3 Montgomery. Punish them defense. Second half, everybody knows the defense is on their last leg. Yeah. They gasping for air. That's when you bring Derrick Henry. That's what
I'm saying. And then he taking it to the house or getting you closer, man. Like, he getting you in the red zone.
So let's be honest, right? The only reason Derrick Henry gets to take it to the house because for whatever reason, people are scared to tackle him.
He's 6'3", 245. Bro, that's
just like you said. In the first quarter, they hitting that guy. You see, hitting him behind the line of scrimmage. In the fourth quarter, it's all
you get paid to get embarrassed.
You say that, Trey.
You get paid to get embarrassed.
No, you don't get paid to get embarrassed. No, that's
you get paid to get embarrassed.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You might get you get paid, but you don't get paid to get embarrassed. You get paid.
When I first started playing ball, right, and stuff like that, like I said, because I was smaller in stature, I was even on defense. I played as a safety in a corner, but I got exposed a couple of times as a corner, so I had to start playing. I started playing safety and a wide receiver. But even as a safety, as a small safety, I was going in the hole. Like, I got Peter rolled one time. Like, it was me and him, and I already knew what was coming. But you get paid, and I didn't get paid. So there's a difference.
I'm going to lose. There's a difference when you're a grown man and you're a kid. When you got a grown man running downhill at 6'3", 240 downhill, there's not too many.
You get paid to be embarrassed.
The only person that's willing to go up against him at 240 running downhill 6'3" is a defensive lineman and maybe a couple of linebackers.
And a few of linebackers.
When he make it to the second level, bro, ain't no corner out there or a safety finna go up against that, bro. Head on.
They're probably not now. You know, there were safeties. Whitner would have went up against him.
Thank you. Yes, JJ. He's a defensive end, correct? Yeah.
Whitner would have went up against him. Ronnie Lott would have went up against him.
We know all them dudes back in the days they would have tried it, but I don't know, man. This dude was like, I don't know. It's
I
think it's different when you run like a 4-3, 4-4, man. I think it make a whole lot of
difference. You're not running with dude. You're not. I'm just
telling you. A lot of speed coming. No matter what it is.
I'm like this. I'm 6'1", and I'm of course right now I'm 6'1", and I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my life. However, when I played football too in school, I wasn't one of those afraid cats. I'm gonna pop you. You gonna come through that hole? I'm gonna pop you. I didn't have no problem with that. But the fact of the matter is, there's a difference. High school, elementary, middle school, even college. But when you get into the NFL, bro, and you see players of that, like when I was still in the military and I was out at Fort Leavenworth and I had the opportunity to go down there and do security for the Kansas City Chiefs games. And I actually saw two individuals. When you see them on TV and you see them in real life, It's night and day. It's night and freaking day, bro. And I tell you the honest God truth, when I saw how big Cam Newton was in real life, bro, I said, there's no way this dude is this big playing quarterback. No freaking way. This dude looked like, bro, when I say he looked huge, I was like, and mind you, he looked huge just in pants, like in regular his football pants. When he put on the pads, bro, I said, this dude ain't no way in hell a dude is finna run up. I see why Cam do what he do, because this dude is huge. But not only him, another person. Peyton Manning is not a small cat.
No.
He's not small at all. This dude is not small. And I looked at him too. I was like, damn, Peyton looked like a little runt on the damn TV, but this dude is not. He's not. Believe me, I see him up close in person. I walk right by him. He's not. That dude is not small, bro, at all. So when I tell you Derrick Henry, bro, it's a lot of people that's not fit to run up against Derrick Henry like that. You're not.
Man, I'm just saying, like, cornerbacks, the cornerbacks and stuff the secondary got to protect themselves, man. Most of them barely 200
career,
pounds.
Baby. Career. You got a career.
You feel like you got to pick and choose your battles. You know what I mean?
It's
if I can push him out of bounds, I'm gonna try to push him out of bounds. But
see, this is the thing with Trey. See, Trey trying to save pride, want to be that dude, say I'll pop in Derrick Henry. No, you're gonna be that dude that's gonna be on the sideline because you tore your ACL, broken collarbone.
I'm trying
to take him.
You try to play one game.
yeah, you got one game. You worried about one dude in one game, and you got 15 other games to play. Bro, you better quit playing.
You're right. I would be the person to do that hit. I'm the person that get dunked on. It's a part of it.
Dunk on is something different. Yeah, you can bounce back, but to take a freaking hit.
And they talking concussion now. Like, you see the way this man is stiff arm and they head bounce off the ground like that. How many times you think your head go bounce off that ground again before something gives up?
That part, CC, great analogy, great point, DC. When that boy stiff arm you, bro, there's no coming back from that.
Like I said, I'm trying to. That's where he gets those long runs from. But in any case, we'll see how it happens. So, like you said, 3. Oh, go ahead, Bishop. Like you said, you was about to run those 3 games.
Okay, yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it so we can make it fair for Trey, because Trey like to, he like to jot his down. You can still jot it down, Trey, for everybody, but now I'm gonna make sure you get it out there. I don't know how I missed that. There's a couple other times where I was like, "Who'd you pick?" And I missed that one. I don't know how I missed that one. But anywho. So let's get it started. Thanksgiving Day games, baby. We got the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams, one of Trey's favorites, going up against them Detroit on fire Lions, man, at 11:30 a.m. That's the first game popping off this morning. Great game, man. Oh, appreciate you, John. But I wish you stick around for the picks, but we appreciate Thanksgiving. Go Bears, great live. Thank you. So Bears, Lions, Trey, who you got?
This one is an easy one, of course, going with Detroit and the hot streak they're on. But
it's easy. Go with Caleb. Don't go with your boy. Don't go with your boy.
Detroit has lost 7 consecutive Thursday games. However, this Detroit team is not the old Detroit teams that lost another 7 games. So this one is Caleb may catch him slipping. Caleb may catch him slipping a little bit, but I'm going with Detroit to get this one.
Okay. CC, Detroit, Bears. Who you got?
I got Detroit. I don't know if Montgomery playing today. I know he took an injury in Sunday's game, but I don't know if he's playing or whatever. But they got Gibbs. That's enough.
You ain't never lied. That's enough.
A short week, Gibbs running them over in this game.
Yeah. Hey, man, this is a clean sweep, man. Detroit, even if Montgomery's out, Gibbs, like he said, it is enough. It is enough. So with that being said, I gotta go with the Lions, man. I think they break that curse of not winning on Thanksgiving. I think that curse is broken today against these Caleb Williams and Chicago Bears. Moving right along, the next game at 3:30, 2 of the 3 hitters today. This is a rivalry game. It's the NFC East battle. Two teams playing one another in the NFC East, we got the New York Giants, who no longer has DJ. Daniel Jones is no longer in New York, but they're going to Jerry's World to play a no Dak Prescott Cowboys, where they got the red bomb over there in Cooper Rush. CC, this is your team. Who you got? Cowboys, Giants, 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let go.
Man, you know, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, but man, I don't know. I wouldn't count the Giants out completely with DeVito. They ain't look good, but we ain't look good neither. So, but I still give us the edge because I think Cooper Rush is a little bit better than DeVito.
Okay. So DeVito isn't playing. It's going to be Locke. Locke is
Locke.
Oh, DeVito not playing? What happened to DeVito?
He got injured
in the last game.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear that either. Okay. But you still taking them? You still taking Chicago? I mean, the Cowboys.
That changes a little bit, but I'm still going with the Cowboys.
Yeah, now they on their third string quarterback. Ooh, wee.
Technically, Locke is their second string quarterback, but
because Daniel's gone now. But yeah, got you. Who you guys, Trey? Cowboys, Giants.
The Cowboys as well, just like Coach was just talking about. For the most part, if it would have been Daniel Jones, it might have been a different situation. But now, when you look at it, I don't think Locke has enough time in it, nor would DeVito had it. But there's still a possibility for someone to go off because, saying the Cowboys might be in tank mode. But for the most part, I'm going with Dallas on this one as well.
Man, that's a clean sweep across this one too, man. I think Dallas has a winning record during Thanksgiving. I'm sure CC knows that stat more than any of us. Dallas has a real clean sweep record when it comes to Thanksgiving Day games. That's the game. That's the day that Dallas always plays. It's Thanksgiving Day, so Dallas likes to show up on Thanksgiving Day because they like to share the turkey and jump in the what you call it,
to jump in the Salvation Army
little tub and all that. Zeke better not do that. The way he playing, he better not jump in nothing but a damn ice bath or something. But anywho, I'm taking the Jive Turkey Bowl goes to the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys for this one. It's a rivalry game. This definitely gonna put somebody over the top in the two garbage teams the two last teams in the NFC East. So I'm gonna go with that. Last game for prime time on Thanksgiving Day is we got Tua Tagovailoa in the Cheetah Miami Dolphins visiting the frozen tundra of them Green Bay Packers out there. Give me some love, Jordan. Give me some love. I'm going to be first. I'm going to pick first on this one since everybody picked first. Let me go ahead and get this. Let me get them Pack boys out there because let me tell y'all this. The Dolphins, when it comes to Tua Tagovailoa, is 0-4 in cold weather environments. 0-4. Has not won a game. We'll just talk about Tua, not the team itself. Tua Tagovailoa. This man cannot withstand inclement weather. So give me Jordan. That man's fit to beat Jordan at home. Give me Jordan love and them Green Bay Packers. Let go. Trey, who you got? Tua Tagovailoa. That's your boy again. Tua Tagovailoa. Green Bay Packers.
I've been the last couple of years. I've been pretty big on Tua, thinking that he's going to overcome what it is that they talk about him being accurate and all that type of stuff. He has good receivers in Hill and Waddle, Arcane and Monster in the backfield. Like he has a bevy of weapons. But just as what my counterpart here stated, it's different when you in inclement weather. Like I would be ineffective in cold weather. Tua has been inclement in cold weather. Being in Lambeau Field isn't changing anything in the late part of the fall, early part of fall, November to December time frame. Isn't looking good for him at night, which means the temperatures drop. I'm taking Green Bay as well in this one.
Well, CC, what you got, bro?
Well, I'm going with the Dolphins. I gotta take some chances, and I feel I got you. I feel like it's got to be like one of these games is gonna be an upset, and I think this one gonna be the upset. The Dolphins need this win. They scraping. They need this win way more. So I think Tua gonna put aside that cold weather, whatever, and I'm looking for Waddle. I'm looking for Waddle to have a big game. If Waddle is playing, I'm looking for that Penguin to do his dance today in Green Bay.
In the cold weather.
I mean, and so I love what CC said, right? Out of these 3 games, somebody's gonna get upset. It's gonna be an upset. It's about picking the right upset. There's going to be upset. Everybody knows that Detroit's supposed to win. Everybody feels like Dallas probably should win because of what's going on with the Giants. And everybody feels like the Packers should win because they're kind of flying high right now. And the Dolphins, they're bouncing back. They're on a little streak that they're doing themselves. But somebody's going to take an L. Somebody that's supposed to win today is going to take an L. And that's a good pick. But I just got to see Tua in that cold, inclement weather. He just not used to that, in my opinion. But we're going to see. We're going to see.
So,
and then go ahead.
Before we get to that, the Friday game, do you think it's about time for the NFL to switch up that tradition of letting the Cowboys, the Lions, and the Packers playing every Thanksgiving? You think it's about time to switch that up?
Man, you get your viewers. Like if the numbers fall off viewership wise, then yeah, but no, the numbers are way higher.
And I was just about to say that it as long as everybody still considers those 3 teams, and it's not even those 3 teams, to be honest with you. It ain't Green Bay and Detroit, it's the Cowboys. You might be able to change Detroit and
but the Cowboys, let's go.
You never gonna take the Cowboys off Thanksgiving Day. You never gonna take them off Thanksgiving Day. You can switch around the other 2 teams, but you never take the Cowboys off Thanksgiving Day. It's tradition. It's like turkey on Thanksgiving. You're not gonna take them off of that. That's their game.
Not in your house, evidently.
Yeah, you're not gonna take them off. All right, last but not least, this is a big one. This game right here, man, is a big one. I personally feel like this is a trap game. I truly believe that this is a trap game. I think this is a trap game. We got the Las Vegas Raiders who are struggling. They might be taking right now, trying to get, trying to get a good pick in the NFL draft coming up this upcoming spring. And then you got I don't know if you could call them on fire anymore. Kansas City Chiefs, they're like lukewarm now. They took that L, but they still getting wins. They took that 1 L. They still, leading the league no, they tied with the best record. I'm sorry, they tied with the best record in the NFL right now, right? Aren't they tied? Ain't they? Or are they the only one? They're the only one. Okay. They're the only one. Okay, so they are in the lead with the best record in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes doing a lot with a little. Patrick Mahomes is doing a lot with a little because they got a great deal of injuries out there in Kansas City. With that being said, again, I feel like there's a trap game, but we're going to let all of us decide. Raiders, Chiefs. Trey, coming back to you since you started off. Who you got?
So when you look at this, right, as you said, could this be a tank? The Las Vegas Raiders are technically looking at right now, they're a number 2. They have the second pick of the NFL draft. Mm-hmm. If it was going, so they continue on that trajectory. Do they continue to do that? It might be a little hard when New York is ahead of them, and they have the same type of stuff going on right now. So you can think in some essence that this is a good thing for them to lose. Kansas City is one of 3 teams with a scenario to clinch their playoff spot. Of course, Kansas City with some help can clinch a spot. The Buffalo Bills with help and a win can clinch a spot, and they play San Francisco, which we'll talk about on Sunday. And then you have the Detroit Lions with a couple of scenarios that can clinch a spot. Interesting enough, all 3 of those teams revolve around Miami losing. Like all 3 of them have, if Miami loses and they do what they have to do, clinch a spot. Interesting. But so with that being said, I'm going with Kansas City. I'm just not going to put all the eggs in the back. Like, obviously, Las Vegas is looking ahead at the future. Hence the reason why Daniel Jones went to – well, I'm very sure Daniel Jones went to Minnesota because he wants to win a championship, and he wouldn't do that. He took championships presumably over being able to play somewhere, because in state he's going to play somewhere for the most part. There's too many teams that lack other things for him to be available next year and not have a problem. So, but you see Las Vegas is doing something different. They're not really all in for this year. I think they're just buying the time. They still got 76 games to play, and they're going to see where the chips lie. I'm taking Kansas City.
CC, Chiefs, Raiders, what you got?
Kansas City. I know the Raiders are one of the only teams to beat Kansas City in recent, in the last year or two or whatever.
Say that. Yep. That's why I call it a trap game. That's a trap game.
The only reason I'm taking the Chiefs is because I think the Raiders are into the Shedeur Sanders sweepstakes right now, like Trey was saying. I think they hit Shedeur or something like that. So I don't think they're gonna try real hard.
Good call. Yeah, I understand what all of y'all saying, TC as well as Trey. I do believe the Raiders are in for the Shedeur Sanders lotto. I do believe that as well. Like he said, Trey said they got the second pick currently. If things go the way we think they may go, second pick in the NFL draft coming up in the spring. Kansas City, man, they go in the Arrowhead. Again, that's another Los Angeles team coming from great weather going into a hostile environment, Kansas City, plus the inclement weather. It's just I don't see the Raiders being able to do what they think they possibly could do, which is very likely. The possibility of them trying to get a win in Kansas City is slim to none. So you got to go with the Chiefs in the Arrowhead Stadium, and the Arrowhead fans, they're gonna bring it. Patrick Mahomes is probably gonna have a stellar day today. So let me go with the Chiefs. With that being said, y'all, those are our picks for today and Black Friday, which is tomorrow. That game is tomorrow at 2 p.m. The Raiders and the Chiefs play at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to tune into that. But don't forget, tune in to us on Sunday. We're coming right back at you again, 10 o'clock on Sunday with the rest of the pick for Thanksgiving week. Sundays we got what 3, 6 games, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. The rest of them.
Yeah,
the rest of the games on Sunday. And then Monday's game is Browns and Broncos. So yes, we got all the games, the rest of the games on Sunday.
They can't flex that game out. It ain't flex time yet, man.
No. Someone got flexed the other day. I can't remember. I'm looking at the fact that I think San Francisco will get flexed. They got a primetime game coming up soon. I think they're gonna end up getting flexed. But one thing with something that y'all just said, because obviously y'all believe Shedeur is going to be the top quarterback that everyone's after. You presumably looking at New York and
hold on. Why is Shedeur over Dylan? I need to hear this. Why y'all feel like Shedeur is over Dylan, being that Oregon is still undefeated and he's a Heisman hopeful?
I think
why do y'all have Shedeur over Dylan? I just want to know.
I don't think Shedeur is the number one pick or the top rated quarterback. I think Cam Ward.
I thought you just said he was.
No, I said based off what I was saying, the Shedeur sweepstakes, it sounds like Shedeur is the number one. But I think some of the kickback.
Hold on, real quick then, Trey. So if everything was to stay the way it is, and this for you too, CC, everything was to stay where it is, because you did CC say that Shedeur, you feel like the Raiders is in lobby for Shedeur. Why wouldn't the Raiders pick Dylan?
I think Shedeur is the higher. The people like Shedeur is pretty. It seems to be accurate, a little more accurate. His stats say that he's a little more accurate than anyone.
He's more popular. He got. I mean, come on, man. He bring it. He bringing the stands. Your stands gonna be packed. Like he bringing action and excitement to your squad. Not only that, he mad talented. He got talent. He might hold the ball a little too long, but he got some. He got some.
His downfall in the NFL.
Y'all think the spotlight. So you think the spotlight is why?
I think that helps.
Will become okay.
I think all that helps. Man, come on, man. This prime time son. This is the son of prime time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got you. So is that the same thing for his other son that plays defense?
Shiloh? Nah.
Yeah. It's still prime time son.
I think Shiloh gets drafted, but he's what? Maybe Shiloh doesn't get drafted. Maybe Shiloh. I think Shiloh.
Wait, hold on. Wait. He's still one of the hardest hitting DBs in college football. You think he get drafted, CC? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just not as high as Shedeur, right? Like I think he gets drafted. I think he in the draft. Like what they got 4 days, 5 days now, whatever. I think day 1 through 5, Shiloh will come off the board. But we know how defense goes. Most of your defensive picks are coming from the second round, third rounds and stuff. Like most of these ones that have been real good lately. So you don't have to rush that and pick that in the in the first couple of rounds.
Okay. Just fair. So, but Shiloh definitely doesn't go before Travis.
No.
Nah, he ain't going before Travis.
Okay. Even as a defensive prospect, I'm saying.
If Travis is, I'd be surprised if Travis is still on the board after the 10th, 11th pick, man. Then I don't know, then I don't know football as well as I thought because that guy gonna be gone.
Fair. Oh, go ahead, Trey. What were you about to say? What was you about to talk about before?
No, I was saying that it was. I think it's a fair assumption to keep in consideration, like you said, Travis. I mean, not Travis. When you talk about the quarterbacks, in my Shador, David Gabriel Dillon, Cam Ward. I mean, some other ones maybe. I don't know if the quarterback
and Alabama.
Yeah, what we know is Beck isn't. He's
Beck.
dropping. Milroe is dropping.
Milroe dropping because of that huge loss to Oklahoma.
Yeah. So I mean, we gonna see. You still got Ewers in Quinn Ewers.
He's a big. That's another one. That's another one whose team is only taking one loss, and right now they projected to go to the national championship. They got
Will Howard for Ohio State. So it's quarterbacks. But I think what's starting to catch up now, in my opinion, is we have to look past what they're doing in college and look at, are they ready or will they be pro ready? And I don't think Shador will be.
So who is the most pro ready, Trey?
It might be Will Howard.
Okay.
Because
I
mean, in the systems.
You like Cam Ward? CC?
I like Cam Ward.
I like Cam Ward too, but
Cam Ward's good.
I just think watch him play, man. Sometimes he a little too cocky with that arm, man. That's the downside of Cam this season. Like, he's been playing great, but in certain games, especially the bigger the game or whatever, or should I say, when the pressure's on, then he started to make decisions where it's like, man, you got that Brett Favre in you. You just throw the ball to the other team. What?
When you look at it, right? When you look at it, think about quarterbacks over the course of the last, let's say, 2 years, right? Hunter. I mean, not Travis Hunter. Who was the kid from Florida State last year who was injured?
I know you're talking about.
I think his name is Hunter. So you have him, and then you think about the kid from Tennessee a couple of years ago that had them hopping and popping, right? Like, these quarterbacks are still out there. So it's like, when you look at what the success that they had during their college years, they're not getting their opportunities at this point currently. But who's to say that it's just because they haven't got an opportunity? Like, maybe they get in. So when you look at it, the market starts to become a little diluted because you have all this talent that's being produced, but there's not opportunities for this talent. Like, every year we sit up here, we are talking about another team drafting another quarterback and with us all these quarterbacks that's out there already. So when these teams come up and they have an opportunity after these quarterbacks sitting 2 to 3 years and developing, and now they was good in college, then we have to see what they got in the pros. Most of them sit. It's like the market just continues to dilute itself. So we'll see. I mean, Shador might not be the worst, but I mean, he's hot right now, and teams need hot right now. But he might not be hot then, and so it's going to be the same song and dance. So until there's
well, you've been talking noise about Will Levis, but Will Levis just put on an impressive performance against the Texans.
I
was impressed.
But and you say that, you know what? It's funny you say that because, like you said, Will Levis, like, both, in my opinion, Will Levis and Malik Willis was trash, but Malik Willis held the line and kept Green Bay in contention while Jordan Love was gone. And he, you know what I'm saying, he didn't do anything of the sort when he was in Tennessee. So that goes to show too, when these players are drafted by these organizations, maybe it's the organization or who they just wasn't built for them. Because Malik Willis has put himself in position to where it's like he might get looked at if there's an opportunity for him to be moved. Will Levis might need the same thing. Like, right now he's playing. They have Tennessee's got to play, of course, this on Sunday. And will Levis show up again, or has maybe being benched helped him? Just like Bishop was talking about with Bryce Young, he's playing now. Like, you done been sat down, and he was sat down. So, or let's take in consideration what they have in Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence. If Mac Jones can scratch the surface and make it to where they gonna have it.
Some people keep getting chances. It's like, man, you keep getting chances. You know, like for real, some people keep getting chances. It's like Mac Jones he just keep getting chances. It's like, man, like, you know.
And you don't CC, you don't feel like he deserves another
I'm
chance?
not saying he don't deserve, but I'm like, some people don't get all the chance. We even seen it go the other way. Like you get
we know Colin Kaepernick didn't get another chance.
I mean, this guy keep getting chances. It's like, man, Mac Jones won't go away. He said, you mentioning his name right now. It's like, come on, man. Like Trevor Lawrence should have that locked down, though, right? But that's Trevor Lawrence's fault, right? That Mac Jones mentioned.
It is.
And I think it all starts with the fact that they brought Mac Jones in. No different than Daniel Jones being brung in. Like now you got to look over your shoulder. Like the only thing I had to worry about was the fact that this rookie was sitting behind me. He's the future, but how many we know that usually there's a grooming part for the rookie. And so it's like as long as I got to do is play with. But now you bring in another former starter. For what? So there has to be a reason like that makes you look over your shoulder. So I mean, that's the same thing with Mac Jones, I think, because Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones were in the same draft class, wasn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's like now it's like, yes, I was drafted number 1, but you bring in this guy who was drafted number 10, and now I got to look at him like, why is he here? Like, you ain't bring in someone else serviceable. You ain't bring in another complete veteran. You bring in someone on my same trajectory. Mm-hmm. So what are you telling? And you got to take in consideration, what have I done lately?
So what I'm saying. Like, I don't blame nobody. Like once you got that opportunity, you got to make the most of it. And we see how that can go so differently for different people. Like what nobody's mentioning right now is the struggles of CJ Stroud right now. Like sometimes this kid is looking great, but he always got to try to make these comebacks because he's the one putting the team. He the one turning the ball over. Like, so you got to dig yourself out of the hole. Nobody mentioning that about CJ Stroud right now.
And I think it's CJ Stroud. He's having that rookie slump right now. Yeah, I think that's it's that time. They always talk about that rookie slump, where it's a portion of during your rookie season where you just go into a complete slump and you just start snowballing in a way. And I think that's what CJ Stroud as well as Jalen Daniels. They both on that rookie slump right now, and they got to find a way to climb themselves out of that rookie slump. And these next upcoming games, like they have to find ways to get wins these upcoming games to try and get their teams into the playoffs and stuff like that. Now back on the fact of the matter in regards to Shador and Sanders and stuff like that, I would say this in regards to where Shador falls within the draft. It's going to depend on how he performs in his bowl game. In my opinion, it's going to depend on how he plays. He plays in his bowl game. They're going to have probably a major bowl game. It looks like, as long as they continue to do what they need to do to continue to win. They did lose last week, so I don't know, but I don't even know. I didn't even get to see on Tuesday where they fell in regards to the rankings in the top 25 for the CFP. I didn't even get the chance to look at that. But I think that's what's going to be the deciding factor. How Shador, how Dylan, how Cam Ward, all of them perform in that upcoming bowl game when they play. That's going to be a huge spotlight on all those quarterbacks who are hopefuls for this upcoming NFL draft in the spring. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward. I'm hoping. I don't know. What's y'all thoughts about these upcoming
25?
Oh, they dropped down to 25, so they did last in the top 25.
Hanging. Yeah, they hanging in that top 25.
Well, that was a huge loss they took. That's a loss they couldn't afford to take, and that was major. So, that's not good.
They fell to 25, and Miami fell out. So,
Miami's completely out. Cam Ward and them completely out. Ooh, damn. Oof.
I said correctly. No, Miami's number 6. I'm sorry, they're number 6.
I was gonna say they went from number 8 last week to out. I was
about to say too. I was like, hold on. I was like,
that's why I had to take a look. I was like, no, I didn't think that could have sworn because I watched the show and so Miami's number 6.
So with that being said, think about that, right? So now Miami's number 6, Colorado's number 25, we're talking about quarterbacks. Now we still got Dylan Gabriel number one. You really have no reason at Dylan Gabriel being number one in the nation, college football team, Oregon, undefeated, still, and played some powerhouse teams and have shown that they are a force to be reckoned with in a way. How can he not be number one pick quarterback off the board? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can he not be the number one pick quarterback?
It's probably intangibles, and it goes back to what CC was talking about. Like, who did anyone? If anyone came to see you, Otis, like that's what it comes down to. Like,
let's face it. When the last time a quarterback a quarterback in the pros came out of Oregon? I mean, come on, man. Like,
what's his name? We used to be with us what used to be with the Eagles last year?
Mariota.
That's the last one.
Well, no, Nix is from
Bo Nix?
Oregon too. Yeah,
Bo Nix, but he wasn't always Oregon. We know he.
Yeah, he wasn't. I'm talking about always. Yeah, he came out. He transferred.
As far as like
Mariota.
Coming up, being recruited by Oregon, being there with Oregon, playing like Dylan is another transfer, right?
Right, he is.
But look, where did he come from before that?
Oklahoma.
So he stand a chance to have a decent.
Well, he came before.
He's a third. Yeah, he's a third.
He came from. He started out in University of Central Florida.
Yeah, he started out in Central Florida,
but he was good at Central Florida.
As a Sooner though, right? Like that really put him on the map. Yeah. And then you go to Oregon,
right?
And then it's like, yeah, you doing that, but I just don't see too many quarterbacks being as successful from the Oregon program, like even from the OU program, like Baker Mayfield's and all them. That's something new, like for real. Like come on, we're not gonna act like OU ain't had quarterbacks with big names and they ain't done nothing in the league. So I mean, in the pros. So it's the same thing with Oregon.
Hold on. That's what you ain't gonna do, CC. No, hold on.
Come on.
Baker Mayfield,
name another OU quarterback.
Kyler Murray.
It's yet to be seen. The verdict is still out on Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying? It's still out.
Okay, hold on. What is Baker done?
Because he suffered an injury that had him out like a year and a half, dude. We ain't really
okay, but guy, but he's back. But he's back. He's back.
Just glimpses, Yeah.
And then what's his name? Sam Bradford.
Oh, Sam Bradford was not good. Come on, man. That guy. Come on, man. Like that guy was not good.
Oh, come on, man. Don't do that.
Sam Bradford was not good. Come on, man.
Troy Aikman.
Well, that's way back.
But Troy, he finished at UCLA. But,
I know, right? Like, he go to UCLA.
but
Dylan Gabriel was finishing at Oregon.
Right. I was going to say Jalen Hurts. Williams. So I mean, it's
Alabama too. Like Jalen Hurts is probably my best pick out of the names that you mentioned. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He probably the best pick out of the ones that you mentioned. Like I thought Caleb Williams was gone. But maybe it's going to take him a minute to really be that Caleb Williams or whatever. I thought he was going to be special.
Again, CC, I believe Caleb Williams is in the same predicament. Like I told y'all in the beginning of the season, he's in the same predicament as Justin Fields. Put him in another system, Caleb Williams would be better. Would show you better. Yes.
I know it's the organization. I told y'all, too, that Chicago, they just don't do well with quarterbacks.
They don't.
Do well with quarterbacks.
They don't.
Like they still looking for a franchise quarterback after having all these draft picks lately. You remember they took Trubisky real high. They did. I mean, you gotta look at, and then how about them go look up Lovie Smith or something and see if he still want to coach? Man, the last time you were successful, you went to a Super Bowl. This man took Rex Grossman to a Super Bowl. Dang, you know what I mean? I just said he took Rex Grossman. So I mean, I'm just saying, go make yourself successful. Chicago, at least one run.
Right now, brothers, with two games remaining in the season in the college system, right? Just hear me out. Mm-hmm. 2 games remaining in the college system. We have this week is going to be will be their end of the conference games, and then next week will be the conference championships. Right now, the 4 teams with a bye are the Oregon Ducks, the Texas Longhorns.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
The Miami Hurricanes, and the Boise State Broncos.
There you go with that Boise State.
I know they should not be there, bro. Good Lord, they should not be there.
I'm just saying. That's
Who's
the
the
fourth.
third? Who's the third one?
Number one of the three is
Miami.
Miami, Oregon, Texas,
Miami.
and
Miami.
Boise State.
Miami.
Currently sitting with the first round buys.
Boise should not be there, but I get it. I get it. They undefeated. I can't. I mean,
They're not. They're
not undefeated. They got a
they're undefeated, but their one loss only came to the number one team in the country, and it only came by 3 points.
Oregon. Yeah.
That's
I get it. That's how. I mean, I get it.
So,
you know, I get sick of. I'm just
how
gonna put
does
this. I get sick of the college rankings sometimes, man. You're gonna put Boise State up there. I mean, let's just keep it real. You're gonna put them up there, and then it's gonna be a beatdown. Whatever bowl game they play first. In that first game, it's gonna be such a beatdown. It's so lopsided. You're gonna be like, why was this team here? I get so sick of that. You know what I'm saying? I get sick of that. Like they not number 4 worthy. They do not. No, whatever first game they go, they getting beat down and they out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. We see this all the time. They put a team up there, and it's like, man, you know, I mean, I like the honor, but man, now I think Boise should be somewhere. If they're gonna be there, they should be down there 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere.
Right now, if we're set, Boise will be facing off against the winner versus Ohio State and Arizona State.
And they gonna get beat down. Ohio State gonna crush them, dude. like I think Arizona State will run them off the field. Like for real. I mean,
Ohio State gonna beat the brakes off them boys.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. No, no.
Yeah, it's not even.
I mean, like I said, Oregon, number one team in the country.
We know why
had them on the ropes
because Oregon doesn't have a defense. Everybody knows that. You just got to outscore Oregon. They don't have a defense. It's about outscoring Oregon. Who could put up more points than Oregon? They've never had a defense. Oregon has always been that team, has a bunch of speed, but don't have any defense.
Then how long ago was that? That was early in the season. That's what I'm saying. That's not now where teams are getting primed and ready to go down that stretch. I mean, I bet you now Oregon will beat them by at least 10, at least maybe more than that. Like, you know, in a ball game, Oregon beating them by 20 easily. You know what I'm saying? It's not even close.
And last thing I want to say before we get up out of here, of course, why is Notre Dame always in the position that they're in?
Man, it's because Notre Dame.
They're not in the conference.
Like the only independent. They like the only independent team that always in this race.
And I feel like they cheat. That's cheating. I feel like that. Why they allow them to be the only team
for Notre Dame?
It is rigged for Notre Dame to always be in it. They always gonna be in it because they're independent. They always.
Well, other people are independent, but they're not playing the independent. The other independents ain't as potent as Notre Dame. Like Oregon is independent.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame got their own, basically network for their games, pretty much, man.
They do. They do.
You know,
they do.
Like Notre Dame pretty much got their own network for their games. So you know,
Notre Dame is the Dallas Cowboys of college football.
They got the juice, baby. They got the juice. No matter win, lose, or draw, they got the juice somehow. I don't know. You know.
I agree.
So before we get up out here, fellas, is there anything that y'all want to give thanks on this gracious day, Thanksgiving 2024?
You're not gonna hate us for giving thanks, are you? You're not gonna hate on us,
right? Because we thankful and blessed.
You're not gonna give us. You're not gonna shun us now because we want to give thanks for Thanksgiving Day. Now you're not gonna do that, is you? I'm just saying.
So we're thankful. I think.
Hey man, good stuff.
Hey
and
man,
then I go off and talk about being thankful like I'm 50 Cent.
Yeah. Hey man.
Oh, shout out to Kendrick Lamar in that album, GNX. Y'all need to go check it out. Legit.
He got a new album?
Yes, sir.
It's nice.
I heard a couple of songs already. I heard a couple of songs.
Oh, I gotta check it out then. I ain't heard.
I thank him for blessing us with that. But go ahead.
Oh wow. Now thank you for blessing me with that. Oh wow. Well, first let me go ahead and say this real quick, man. First again, happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for being here, thankful for family, thankful for these two young men on here on this show for First Formation. I'm thankful for all the people who tune in to First Formation on Sundays and Mondays and things like that, Thursdays, and gives us mad shouts out, interact with us on the show. I am so thankful for that. Thankful for my baby girls, my grandkids, and all my family members, and of course, I'm thankful for my frat, my LBs, and the things in which we've done as an organization. I'm blessed. I just wish and hope everybody has an amazing Thanksgiving day, and we appreciate you.
TC,
Like
anything?
yes. Thankful for life, family, and especially football today. But not only that, thankful for the people that prepare all the food and and the people that travel long distances to be with fam. We know it always ain't easy, and a special thanks to Trey and Bishop for allowing me to be a part of this show.
Of course, and last but not least, I'm always and forever the
You got
difference.
nothing to be thankful for, do you, Trey? I mean, you don't
I
like.
always got thankful. I always thankful. So it's always a blessing, right? To like this is like I was thinking like First Formation has been in existence for 3 going on 4 years, right? In which we have went through a bunch of different things. So thankful for the longevity of it. Thankful for all the people that support. You know what I'm saying? From the family members, people out there. I go back and check and look at the different uh our analytics, and in some cases it's people that we don't even know that's tuning in. So it's always a blessing. Thankful for all those who I continue, my loved ones, my family. It is, you know what I'm saying, fraternal family, MGLO family, actual family, extended family, is always something to look forward to. A lot goes into doing this type of stuff for those who don't, especially when you're not getting compensation as of yet. But there's always a possibility. So we continue. So that way we're able to give back to those in which we're giving thanks to right now. We're able to formally give something, saying go purchase houses for, go pull up and different things. So it's coming, and God willing, He put it all in our path. So I'm thankful for that. With without being angry as these guys trying to paint me, I'm not that guy. Don't let them fool y'all. So y'all know what it is. It's about that time. The kickoffs from the start. Go get y'all meals. According to
Real
them,
quick.
they said 12 o'clock.
Real quick, let me share this with y'all, man. For those that don't know, man, you got about 3 days.
Oh yeah.
3 days, man. 3 days. Make sure you go and get an opportunity if you can, to go and purchase you a raffle ticket for this amazing raffle that's about to go on the 1st of December for your
3 o'clock
chance.
drawing.
3 o'clock drawing Central Standard Time, correct, Trey?
Yeah, 3:30 drawing Central Standard Time.
It's 3:30 drawing Central Standard Time for a 75-inch smart television, a 9,000-watt generator. And everybody could use a generator. Everybody can use a generator. And then you have a actual 5.1 surround sound receiver speaker system. So as you can see down at the bottom, you get for 1 ticket $10, 3 tickets for $25, 6 tickets for $50, 10 tickets for $80, and a whopping 15 tickets for $100 for this raffle. So go ahead. You got a couple of days. I know it's Black Friday tomorrow, so don't spend all your money on Black Friday. Grab you a couple of these raffle tickets for this drawing on December the 1st, so we can get you one of these amazing gifts for Christmas. These will be amazing Christmas gifts. So go ahead and go out there and make that happen, y'all.
Well, y'all know, like he said, where y'all will see us again come Sunday morning, regular time, 11 o'clock, where we go over what most likely happened over these 4 games, the upcoming games, probably some more college talk as it'll be a little more defined because Saturday already been and went through, and we'll see where we're at. So it's getting close to those times. Like I said, 12 o'clock. Y'all said is time to eat. How many plates? How many plates do you do a double? Do you do 2 and then go back, or do you do 1 and kind of let it marinate and then go back and hit it?
Oh yeah, CC. I bet you CC can agree with this, right? What you do is on Thanksgiving Day, right? You get you a nice. You don't eat. Kind of get a nice little first helping plate. You kind of get a nice little thick plate on that first one. Enjoy the game. You watch the game. You eat a little bit. Take a power nap. Get your little power nap. Let the food settle in your body. When you wake up, go for that second plate. You know what I'm saying? You go for that second plate. Then you hit them desserts real tough. You know what I'm saying? In the night, man. That's how it goes. It's a process, man. It's a process how you do this thing. That's how I'm saying.
The rules of engagement. You know what? I've always, because like I said, my affinity, because like CC was just talking about bacon grease in the greens. So I've see, like, so that's y'all's interpretation. That's y'all's face. But to me, I always be like wondering like what was cooked. So I'm reluctant to eat. food because I'm wondering, like, okay, you know, so it helps that I know, like, okay, the person who cooked it doesn't eat pork. So it's like, okay, they probably can do it. But you know what I'm saying? But sometimes so it'd be different things like that. But I kind of like just play like here and there, some turkey. Like I said, my underrateds. I'm very sure I'm not gonna see my stovetop stuffing.
No,
But
not in no black households. You ain't.
Some of that cornbread.
I know.
But you know what I'm saying? So, but I can eat the other stuff and it's okay, you know what I'm saying? So it you know what I'm saying, we'll see. But definitely do that. When do your y'all leftovers get thrown out?
What's today? Thursday, probably.
Oh, mine go to Sunday.
Sunday, probably. I'm about to say Sunday is probably late Saturday, early Sunday. Yeah, late Saturday. Last microwaving of food will probably be Sunday during the game. Yeah, that's probably the last time we microwaving anything, bro. That's left. Yeah. After that, because matter of fact, it's got to be out before Monday because the trash come on Monday. So I need to be
so you know what? That just maybe last question before we get out of here. How soon do you eat your take-home plate when you get home? I mean, or how soon do you go if you go? Because I know you're doing.
Oh, you talking about if you go to somebody's house?
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as you get hungry. What do you mean?
He said, as soon as you get hungry. Sometimes it's late night.
Yeah.
Late night. Sometimes it's that next morning. I'm waking up breakfast, baby.
It's that plate. That part. Yeah. Whenever you get hungry, whenever that urge be like, "Ooh, I want some of that ham." Ooh,
you see, ain't it the worst?
I forgot about that plate. Oh, I forgot about that.
Ain't it the worst when you would sit up in your favorite that you got for the meal and it's all you got like a little corner and you like,
man, I should have got more. Or what really pisses you off is somebody done got to your plate before you got to it.
Oh,
yeah. Boy, you talking about
somebody that ate mine? What?
Are you wrong? Are you wrong for pulling up with the clamshells?
Are you wrong to pulling up somebody's house with some clamshells?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wrong. Because why you trying to? You ain't supposed to do that, man. That's just the disrespectful. You coming with some
like, yeah, before I get about here, hold on, let me go to the car right quick.
You better go old school and get you a paper plate and grab you a bunch of foil and put you gonna play in some foil and put playing.
And people keep it friendly, man, because you see some people, man, you see them family gatherers, they come and they visitors, and then they taking all the food with them when they leaving. Man, come on, man.
And didn't bring nothing. What about those?
That's what I'm saying. You ain't bring nothing, but you got 8 plates on your way out.
That boy, I mean, you be looking at him like, boy, what the hell? What is you doing? You bought sodas, but you got 10 plates. Take your sodas back. Take your sodas with you. Don't do that.
Yeah, knowing you done went to the Dollar General, bought them 3 liters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Stop it, bro. Don't come over there doing that, man. That's disrespectful.
So it's always a good time. Y'all know where to catch us come Sunday on 11 o'clock Central Standard Time Sunday, so we can talk about it. Y'all go and enjoy y'all's meals. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Shout out to y'all. Peace. Syro
5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all be easy. I'm out.